Welcome to the final learning unit. I'm pretty sure you yourself cannot believe we have reached the finish line, as this module is one of the longer, more informative ones. I'm so glad you have come this far. Without wasting any more time, let me enlighten you on what to expect in this learning unit. As in the previous learning units, we focus mainly on the daily decisions operations managers need to take. Here, we will concentrate on some of the newer challenges where solutions have yet to be found or methodologies developed. We will discuss phenomena such as globalization, green manufacturing, corporate social responsibility, and environmental challenges, to name a few. Let's jump straight into it. In this day and age, many challenges face operations managers. The main challenge might be whether or not the plans made by operations managers do indeed successfully assist the organization, be it internal or external. The challenges that face management are due to current trends involving lean manufacturing philosophies to create world-class companies. Many of the challenges we shall consider are major challenges in South Africa, while their relative importance for environments in other countries might differ. Successful operations managers should investigate these new ideas and use them to gain competitive edge over the competition. The new challenges can be grouped as follows. Social and economic challenges. These cover issues such as globalization, manufacturing competitive edge, international location, social responsibility, world-class manufacturing, as well as customer satisfaction. Environmental challenges. These cover issues such as environmentally friendly design, green reporting, the ISO 14000 standards, and environmental responsibility, and broad-based Black economic empowerment. Technological challenges. These cover issues such as technological competitive edge, the management of technology, and disruptive technologies. Have you thought about how easily organizations such as AliExpress, located in China, are able to sell products to multiple countries with such ease? As a result of increased technology over the years, even medium-sized organizations have the opportunity to offer their products to countries that are on the other side of the world. Globalization can be described as the spread of products, technology, information, and jobs across national borders and cultures. In economic terms, it describes an interdependence of nations around the globe fostered through free trade. Therefore, opportunities have become available to operations managers to build supplier bases in parts of the world where their organizations have not done business previously. Due to globalization, organizations need to ensure that they have a competitive edge in order to survive in global markets. Which leads us to another challenge of world-class manufacturing. As a result of globalization, new technologies and new competitive standards, organizations compete worldwide. Organizations' use of lean manufacturing strategies is part of this new trend. Only organizations that can compete effectively and efficiently will survive. It has become very important for management to identify what a world-class manufacturing concern is. This could be by engaging in research and development to find the best equipment to utilize in your factory. This also impacts the decision made by operations managers. Another challenge we can discuss is international location. Of course, this challenge affects organizations that operate over a larger geographic area, such as Unilever. These organizations configure their operations in their own way. Let us look at some of the ways global organizations can configure their operations. The first would be configuration for globally coordinated operations. In this case, an organization concentrates on manufacturing a very narrow band of products and then distributes these products to markets all over the globe. Next, we have configuration for a home country. This may be the simplest strategy to formulate. All the factories for the manufacturing are situated in the country of origin. Finished products are exported from these factories to foreign markets. In this way, an organization can keep direct control over all the facilities, and there is no need to locate any of the facilities in a foreign country. We then have configuration for regional operations. In this case, an organization divides all operations into regional areas, for example, Sub-Saharan Africa, Europe, Sub-America, and Asia. Once the regions have been settled, the organization may try to make each of these regions as self-sufficient as possible. Fourthly, we have configuration for combined regional and globally coordinated operations. The best of both worlds can be achieved in this manner. Aspects of the regional system and aspects of the globalized system are combined. For example, the simplicity of the regional organizational structures is combined with the best of the globally coordinated strategy. The best results are usually obtained by a combination of the two strategies. These are some of the social and economic challenges and decisions that face operations managers. Now we move on to environmental challenges. The first challenge we will look at is environmentally friendly design. Operations managers must factor in that natural resources are scarce, and so in their quest to cut down on costs, they should use these resources sparingly. In the design stage of the product, teams responsible should ensure that the product they are designing is environmentally friendly. They should consider the raw materials used to produce such a product. Can they substitute some of the raw materials with ones that are environmentally friendly? They should also consider whether the product can be recycled at the end of its life cycle. Green manufacturing, which enables an organization to reuse, refurbish, or dispose of environmentally friendly components safely and achieve a reduction in the total life cycle product costs. In other words, green manufacturing is nothing more than making products that are environmentally friendly. In other words, green manufacturing is nothing more than making products that are environmentally friendly. One of the best examples of environmentally friendly design and green manufacturing is the BMW motor vehicle. The manufacturers of BMW have addressed the decline stage of their vehicle by manufacturing more components from environmentally friendly materials, such as recycled plastic. This has resulted in a larger part of the vehicle being biodegradable. Other parts are manufactured from plastic that can be easily recycled. Keeping up with the fast-paced growth of technology might be one of the greatest challenges for operation managers. Operations managers need to ensure that they monitor emerging new technologies. The direct result of monitoring of emerging technologies is that organizations can be geared to implement any new technology as soon as possible, which leads to competitive advantage, which is one of the challenges. Regardless of the type of environment in which an organization is operating, technology can enhance the competitive advantage. The organization can become both better than and different from its competition. Managing technology is another challenge an organization can face. Management of technology, or MOT, can be defined as any set of activities that has to be performed or can be associated with bringing forth any high technology products to any market. Lastly, the last challenge is sustaining and disruptive technologies. New technologies can be divided into the following two major areas. Number one would be sustaining technologies. These technologies enhance or improve the existing products or services in a manner consistent with the expressed desires of the customers. Sustaining technologies are technologies that involve improving a product that has an established role in the market. Some examples of sustaining technologies for the iPhone include caller identification, even after having deleted a person's number. Have you ever deleted your mom's number and she calls you and the screen shows an unsaved number but a maybe mom? Yes, that is the one. Disruptive technologies. These are technologies that disrupt the expressed desires of customers. This disruption usually takes place over the short term. Disruptive technology tends to consist of cheaper, not fully developed technologies. The digital camera is an example of both a low market and a new market disruptive technology. By being new and relatively inexpensive, digital photography attracted many people to photography, expanding the total number of people using cameras. By being new and relatively inexpensive, digital photography attracted many people to photography, expanding the total number of people using cameras. It also began to displace film and instant photography by providing photographers with an alternative which was cheaper and easier to handle than traditional film format photography. Whether technology is sustaining or disruptive, it will improve as time goes by. As the saying goes, all good things must come to an end. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, we have come to the very end of the last learning unit. I think this one was one of the lighter ones to conclude the module. I hope you enjoyed it as well as the entire module of Operations Management OPMG 5122, and it has inspired you to one day become an operations manager yourself. It was my pleasure facilitating this module for you. Please do not forget to attempt all activities at the end of each learning unit, as well as watch the YouTube video links posted. I do hope we meet again soon. Thank you. Goodbye.